So I'm going to tell the story of how I broke my ankle, because I've told the story time and time again on other platforms, but I haven't told it on YouTube, so here we go. Before we begin, if you can make sure you're subscribed, click the red button. It's free, it supports me, and it's really appreciated. Enjoy the video. It was like 8th grade, right? 8th grade, we had free time. We went to the gym. We would hang out, we would play basketball, volleyball, we would walk around, do homework, draw, talk. We wouldn't have to do any schoolwork unless we wanted to. So my friends and I decide that we want to play basketball. It was me and 4 or 5 other people, and there was only 2 basketballs for the middle school to play with because the others were stored for actual basketball games. So we got lucky enough to get a ball, and then we started playing, shooting into the net. And I'm short. I'm pretty short for my age. So I have to jump to be able to get it over people's heads and throw the basketball in the hoop. And that quickly led to my downfall. So I jump up to throw the basketball into the hoop, and then at the same time that I do that, one of my friends decides to jump up at the same time. And the way he jumped, he kind of jumped and shoved into me. So I fell on my ankle. All of my body weight went straight to my ankle. And that was not fun. After I took a minute and realized what had happened, I felt, the pain in my right ankle. I was like, fuck. I couldn't walk. I couldn't get a teacher or anything. So he had to get a teacher to come and help me. She was like, oh yeah, okay, you can't walk. Your foot is the size of a baseball. So she went and got a wheelchair. They put me into the nurse's office until my mom came, which we couldn't get a hold of my mom for the first 2 or 3 times we called. I think she had to call back. So when she got there, it was like, oh shit, your ankle doesn't look great. It had swollen up even bigger, maybe the size of a tennis ball. So we went to the urgent care that's fairly close to us, and they did x-rays and stuff, and they tried to move my ankle into different positions to try and get x-rays of it. That was the most painful experience of my life. It's not even a joke. It was so painful. And then they put me back into the room with my mom after they did the x-rays. And then we had to wait 15-20 minutes, and they came back and they were like, okay, here's your referral to the orthopedic doctor. We can't entirely tell if you broke your ankle, but we're gonna put a brace on it. You can't move it. You can't take your foot out of this brace or it's gonna fucking hurt. And it was the weekend. It was a Friday, so we had to wait Saturday and Sunday until my appointment on Monday. I had to use these fucking crutches, right? The crutches were probably the worst part of it, because they would rub underneath my arms and really hurt, and it took me 15 extra minutes to get to my classes that were upstairs because I'm not the most fit person, and it took me a long time to move around with the crutches. So that's the story of how I broke my ankle in 8th grade. I do still occasionally have problems out of it, but it's healed fine and everything's good now.